Coffees are hot, teas are hot, and the world is moving, and we are in the studio today. Whether you're stuck already in traffic, Maraba traffic, or you're sipping that you win pleasure. My name is Joseph Aleke. I am so excited to be here to give you that wonderfully, carefully curated lineup for your listening or viewing pleasure. First of all, we're going to start with the motivational talk. You know, it's actually good to start off your day inspired just for the day ahead. And today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Let's have the motivational talk for your viewing pleasure.
Today I'll be sharing on the power of positive thinking. And in very simple terms, it's happening at the same time. What you can control is your response to what happens to you. And so, you wake up in the morning, different things have come at you, bombarding you left, front, right, and center. Some positive, some negative, some pleasant, some unpleasant. But what you can do is to choose to step back and tell yourself what is good about this situation. And one key to help you do this is the power of gratitude. If you wake up and you look for 3 things you are thankful for in every day, it impacts on your thinking. So while one person will choose to see all the wrong things and begin to think negatively, you would always see the brighter side to things. And scientists have even discovered that people who practice positive thinking, it also impacts on their health conditions. They have less stress levels, they're not prone to depression, because they always find a way to be excited about something. So can I give you a task today? Take a piece of paper and write 3 things you're grateful for today. Another secret I'm going to give you is look or be the one to look for compliments in people and situations. So look for someone, you meet someone that morning, I like your smile, I like your dress. There's no way, like I said, there's no way you can pour water on someone and not have the drops trickle down on you. When you give, you receive. Most people are waiting to receive compliments, to receive from other people. But when you learn to give first, you never lack those things. You always have a bountiful harvest of positive things happening to you. And then when you know the things you're grateful for, is a silver lining. So they learn the power of gratitude. It would help you to always see the good in every situation. If you do this constantly, you'd have been able to build your power of positive thinking. I'll stop here for today. See you next week.
Welcome back from that insightful and inspirational, motivational talk. Yes, it is actually good to start off your day inspired. No, it is actually the food to the soul. Now, you know the food to the soul and the body are always together. Now, as we have talked about the soul, let's talk about the body. Now, it is a time for us to key into the exercise segment just to keep fit for the day. Let's have the exercise for the day.
I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone. Back up and get me home. This is a no. I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone. Back up and get me. So put your hand in mine. Follow me. Let me waste your time. Set up feet. Do some stupid shit. Take a seat. Let me waste your time. Slow beats up a time.
Welcome back from that intense exercise. I hope you joined us, and I know you joined in that exercise. It's very important that you exercise, even if it's 2 or 3 minutes a day, for just to keep fit. You know, being fit all the time keeps you mentally alert. Okay, away from the exercise, let's have the inspirational quote on innovation. After this time out, we'll be back to the studio. Welcome back to the studio. Now you have actually merged the soul and the body together from the motivational talk and that of the exercise and then the inspirational. Now let's go for a short break just to cool off a little bit. When we return, the show continues. Please don't go anywhere.
La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
With peace and blessings of Allah be upon each and every one of us. It's another fantastic Friday evening, and you're welcome to NTA Channel 5 Abuja.
First of all, you train yourself, you educate yourself, then you educate your family, and then the community at large.
Fundamentals of Islam Live, showing 7:30 p.m. every Friday on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. Join us.
Muhammadur Rasulullah.
I welcome you on today's ride on the show Good Morning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja.
We have everything it takes to compete with any nation all across the world.
How do we make it? We are ready to produce.
I've been contributing to the development of your kingdom.
They know my story.
Hello and welcome to Young Hearts.
Our focus today will be on hepatitis B.
Ladylike!
In the 14th century, 15th, 16th century, and even 17th.
That is for zakah to cure our greed.
The purpose why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to create humanity.
The Bible talks about a man called Apollos.
This is NTA Abuja Channel 5.
See you same time.
And have a great and blessed week ahead.
If you're just joining us, it is Good Morning Abuja on NTA Channel 5, the Unity Station. Remember, in the course of the show, I told you that we are going to be having an educative, insightful conversation, and here is that time. In the studio, I have an FCT stakeholder of youth who is going to be talking about the role of youth in the community development. Good morning, sir. It's good to have you on the show.
It's a pleasure.
So how are you doing, sir?
Fine, thank you.
Okay. All right. So when we say youth in community development, can you tell us what that means?
A youth in community development. To begin with, let me clinically summarize and analyze the roles of youth in community development. Today, globally, there is no developed community that the youth did not participate to bring development in that community, both politically, socially, and economically. In a case study of our own state, Nigerian as a state, the youth of Nigeria has a vital role to play in their respective communities to bring development. To begin with, when you look at the political space of our nation state, Nigeria, the youth need to get involved in the schemes of our affairs politically, economically, and socially. The youth can also support community development by organizing an extramural classes in terms of education to guide and give free guidance and counseling to the pupils and students to have a basic knowledge at the primary and secondary school level. Rendering these services to the pupils and students at the community level, it is empowering the pupils and the student with knowledge educationally. So engagement of youth in this aspect is an empowering for community development. When you come in a social and economical aspect also, the youth also have a vital role to play at the community level to ensure that economical and social activities of that community keep developing. You may wake up now, today, and open your social media, you may see a certain information, a certain youth about your own community. Being a native or an indigene of that community, you have the duty to verify that information, to know how genuine the information is before you can disseminate that information further or you condemn that information. So verifying the status of that information is a way of contributing to social development of that community, and also ensure that irrespective of religious and tribal inclination, we respect each other from the basis of humanity. We should be able to socialize, to understand that life itself is about humanity and not about religion, not about our ethnicity. So engaging in all forms of social activities as a youth of a community is our responsibility to be socially engaged, interact with one another to bring different development to our respective community.
Okay, that's good. And why do you think, from all the things you've said, actually, you know, it's actually targeting youth in that community now to develop the community? So why is it very dangerous to actually sideline the youth in community development?
Yes, there is no developed nation, as I rightly said earlier, that will achieve its aims and objectives in all aspects of governance without involving the youth. It is a constitutional right of every youth to ensure that he is get involved in the scheme of affairs in his community, both politically, socially, economically, and otherwise. You need to get yourself engaged. If you refuse to do it yourself, nobody will come and do it for self. And for every sustainable community, for sustainable development, youth must participate to ensure a very good sustainable development in our community. So it is a very good idea for every youth to get involved at all levels of governance, both politically, administratively, and socially. So it is a right. The government must engage youth in all her policies, programs. The civil society organization and all other persons who intend to achieve success must get the youth involved, because youth are the mechanism, they are the pillars for sustainable development in any advanced nation.
Okay. So when you talk about their impacts, how they contribute, can you tell us like 3 areas where the youths can actually participate in this development?
Yes, if you look at some of the key appointments of the incumbent administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, you look at some of the offices occupied. There are youth appointed to that particular offices, and they are performing very excellently. To start with, when you look at the office of the Honorable Minister for Youth and Sport Development, you will see that he is a young person, a very promising Nigerian who has brought different programs and policies to that ministry, and he has been doing very wonderful well. If you look at the FCT, the Federal Capital Territory Administration, we also have youths who were appointed by the president, like Honorable Suleiman Ango Abdullahi, who was the Pioneer Mandate Secretary for Youth Development Secretariat. He has come up with different initiatives on how to develop the community youth. Also, there is Honorable Beatrice Lawrence Garki, who was a former mandate secretary for Area Council Service Secretariat. He has gone around to respective communities at the grassroots to look at the yearnings and the aspiration of the people of that community, and he has performed excellently during his tenure in the office. And more importantly, when you look at our local government, I'll take Abuja Area Council, where I come from, as a case study. We have a very youthful leadership who is very youthful and resourceful. The executive chairman of Abuja Area Council, Honorable Abubakar Umar Abdullahi. He has been performing very excellently, effectively, efficiently, actively, and productively. He has exceeded the expectations of people of Abuja through his infrastructure development, youth engagement, elder empowerment, women and widows empowerment, and more importantly, the educational transformation he has brought to Abuja Area Council. And more recently, if you look at the social media, you will see the numbers of empowerment that he has delivered to respective electorate at the community level. It is because he is a youth, he is very agile, youthfully and resourcefully. So we feel encouraged, we feel motivated to see youth in the helms of affairs performing very excellently. So the impact of the youth in community development cannot be overemphasized.
Okay, wow. So now you've talked about the importance of using the social media, or his works on the social media. Now, when you talk about digital skills and social media, how can the youth actually use this in community development?
Yes, the youth can use digital skills for community development. Let me take an instance. You, as a journalist, as a reporter, you may go down to respective communities to have a coverage of activities going on there. Exactly. Because you are well equipped with digital skills and knowledge. So that digital skills and knowledge, from your location, you can remotely communicate to NTA Channels 5 here in Abuja. Maybe you are located in Abaji or Kwali or any geographical location across Nigeria, and you can easily communicate them via your mobile phone or other technological instrument. Yes. It is because you are equipped with the skills, maybe through your studies in the school or on the job during the course of your assignment at their working place. So it is important for Nigerian youth to make effectively use of digital skills to bring development to our nation, and not to use it to what they call Yahoo, because it won't give a positive result and it won't help anybody. And if you think it is a way for you to make money, definitely one day you will be caught up by the responsive agencies tackling those crimes and criminals. So I would also like to use this medium to call on Nigerian youth to continue to use digital skills as a means of adding value for community development, as a means of making earnings for living, and also projecting Nigerian state to the global economic activity, so that Nigerian can continue to have a good and better name at the economic communities.
Okay, now you've talked about economic growth, and you know, for a country to actually move forward, you actually have to consider boosting like the health sector, agricultural sector, and the educational sector. So what do you think, what role do you think the youth can actually play in this sector to help in community development?
Yes, let me start with agriculture. You know, today with the technological advancement globally, there are different agricultural mechanisms, there are different new ways of farming, not the olden days that our fathers used hoe and cutlass and then start farming from 1 meter to 2 meter. Today there are different agricultural mechanisms that will be used in making a farm produce and other related agricultural activities. So the youth has the knowledge, the equipped knowledge to put our farmers through, and using those mechanisms will assist to make the work more easier for ourselves. Instead of using the olden traditional method, it is not for us to use the modern method by using this agricultural mechanism. So our fathers may not have such information of the modern technology, but the youth does. So it is a responsibility of our youth also, to do community engagement and sensitization to our farmers, to let them understand that there are different agricultural mechanisms to assist them and make use of the farm product very easily. Also, when you come to economical aspect, today with a global technological advancement, Nigeria is not an exception. Our youth can use their mobile phones to make money every day via their platform, not in an illegal way, but in a very legal way. And I keep asking myself, the day that the youth remain reluctant not to do anything to make a kobo a single day, it means you continue to remain poor for the rest of your life. So for you to have a sustainable life, apart from being a journalist, you must have another side work doing that will bring, even if it is a single kobo a day, or it could be a week or a month, have another means of earning either via your mobile phone or any other social means that you can get engaged via your social media handles or social interaction. So the youth are the ones that have these skills, this knowledge to explore to the world. Nigerian is advancing, but the youth need to get involved more to make Nigerian become a developed country. We are underdeveloped, but it is my belief that the youth will continue to make Nigerian get developing day after day. So it's a collective responsibility of all Nigerian youth to ensure that we achieve this development.
Okay, so now you've talked about the possibility of youth engaging in community development and making sure that the country or the community is at the world map. Now when you talk about this, now let's talk about the barriers that you think the youth can face when it comes to community development, because when you talk about how they can actually get there, some of them will come up with the issue of, oh, okay, they have this, they have that. So can you tell us the barriers that there's the possibility of stopping them from involving in community development?
Yes, for me, I will say there is no barrier, because for whatever one wish to achieve, you shouldn't have a limit to what you can achieve. And you may try to achieve a particular goal today, and you may find challenges. So I don't refer or regard these challenges as barrier, because it is my belief that if you are being consistent and persistent in whatever you wish to do or whatever you are doing, definitely you must achieve your goal, not today, but eventually. So persistence in whatever you want to do, break resistance. So I don't believe that barriers stop the youth from achieving a particular goal or objective. So I keep telling the youth, persistence, break resistance. So let us keep being persistent in whatever we are doing. Not having money to engage in a business, for instance, is not an excuse. You may have the knowledge, the idea. You can use your skills today to make money. Some are blessed with their pen, some are blessed with their mouth, some are blessed with their legs. So that's why some are blessed with their hands, so that today you can see someone who is a trained basketballer or who plays handball. You can see someone who is a footballer. You can see someone who is a journalist. So God has created us and then make different parts of our body to serve as a means of us making earnings. Yeah. So you can either use your mouth to make money, or use your hand, or use your leg. So if God has created you, there is no physical challenge, then that means there is no barrier in achieving what he wants to achieve. So there is no barrier stopping the youth from achieving community development. The youth should wake up and get involved.
Okay, so thank you so much. Like, it has been an insightful and educative. For the youth listening out there, I believe you have been learning from this conversation. Well, yes, we're going to go for a short break so that we'll continue this discussion. Let's go for a short break. When we come back, the show continues. Please don't go anywhere.
Eyes for Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And tha is for thawab, a reward.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to your weekly guide Light of Islam. I am Aisha Ahmed.
As Muslims, we know that in Islam, time is a very good and important commodity that we have.
Believe in the angels of God as one of the 6 articles of faith.
Dharma is made in form rows, and how the rows are made is such that the Imam stands in front and then right behind him.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Light of Islam. Keep watching Light of Islam NTA channel.
That is for zakah to cure our greed when we give our money to those in need.
Welcome back to the show. It's good to know that you're still here with us, and we have been having an insightful conversation. We'll be talking about the role of youth in community development. You know, for a country or community to move forward, the role of the youth or the impact of the youth needs to be felt, as the case may be. So I still have the guest on the show, who is Abdul Kadir Lukman. Now we are talking about the roles of this youth in building their community. So before we went on that break, we talked about this project. You know, you listed a lot of youth that are involved in politics. Can you have like an example of some of these projects so that the youth that wants to actually picture this and want to key into this development can actually learn from it? Do you have any role or example of projects that is going on, has been done so far?
Okay, thank you very much. For agricultural development, as I rightly mentioned earlier, there is an Office of the Mandate Secretary for Agriculture and Rural Development Secretariat under the leadership of Honorable Suleiman Ango Abdullahi. There are initiatives on improve agricultural mechanism. That's the most easiest and simplest ways of doing farm, and also achieving efficiency in the farm product. It is open for the youth of FCT to liaise with the Office of the Mandate Secretary and also select any area of concern which they wish to have a skills and engage themselves more. I think by doing so will make our community easy, and also the purpose and the mandate of the secretariat will be well utilized by youth participation in the schemes of activities. And also from an individual who comes from a grassroots level, from the community background, what we do is also to make the community achieve sustainable development is also engaging and participating in some of community activities. I am the founder and CEO of Voices for Community Development Foundation. Is a community foundation covering the 858 communities of FCT, advocating for good governance, ensuring empowerment, ensuring social inclusion, ensuring enlightenment and sensitization campaigns on any matter of concern at all levels of government. So we engage the government, we engage the traditional institution, we engage the security agencies. Recently, I observed a serious concern of security threat in the Federal Capital Territory. So during my course of research, it is learned that to achieve effective security, you need to be proactive as a security personnel or as someone with conscience to think ahead of the community and the populace. And I observed that there are some certain areas in the federal city, capital city of Nigeria, which is Abuja, that I'm seeing some suspicious move by some numbers of persons staying under the bridge, attacking people to collect their mobile phones and other properties at the evening hours. So to ensure sustainable and security stability in FCT, I quickly communicated to the Commissioner of Police FCT, CP Ahmed Sanusi, PhD, via a communique. I wrote a letter to his office informing him on the state of affairs in FCT, the danger ahead of us if those areas are not being addressed, and also making recommendations. This is to ensure that the residents of FCT continue to enjoy security, stability of the Federal Capital Territory. So bringing that to his information is a way of ensuring community development as a youth. Giving that genuine information to the relevant people in concern is to ensure community development. And more also, there are areas that the Honorable Minister of FCT, Ezemonesi Mwike ESQ, has performed excellently. Via our foundation platform on social media and all other opportunities we have, we continue to commend him, and we inform the people that this is actually what the current FCT minister has been doing, who he has been performing very excellently in terms of infrastructure development, and also he is giving a priority to educational sector of FCT. One of the key areas again that we highlighted to him is to also improve more on the staff welfare, because when you give your staff more, they will achieve productivity and you have the best result. So we commended the minister. We appreciated him via our platform, and also written a letter to his office commending his effort and also highlighting some other areas that he needs to do more. So doing this is an advocating for good governance in the Federal Capital Territory. So in that area, the minister has been performing excellently, but we keep on engaging him on any area of concern so that he should not get tired as the work is still ongoing. More also, we used to engage our traditional institution at the community level. We sensitize the district head, the community title holders on any area of concern or on government policies and programs, so that they should be well informed on these activities. Also, we do engage communities, like at the family level, on gender-based violence, which were against gender-based violence, were against banditry, were against kidnapping, and all forms of criminalities in the community. So we do engage people at the community, the stakeholders, on the danger ahead of us, and we encourage them, whenever you see a suspicious move or something wrong in your community, quickly report to the security agencies. The police or DSS cannot just sit down on their own and come up with the report. They need to have genuine facts of intelligence gathering and then evaluate those intelligence and then make adequate recommendation for government action. So as a youth of every community, I think every youth has a role to play. There should be no barrier in what the youth can do to ensure community development.
Okay, so that was actually an insightful and very good to say that the security, it's good to say that the youth are actually secured even if they are ready to develop the community. Now, you talked about traditional rulers in your statement, and what role do you think the traditional rulers, religious leaders have to play in making sure that the youth are involved in community development?
Thank you. You know, traditional institution and traditional rulers are the most closest institution
the grassroots.
To the grassroots. There are instances of cases you may have a marital affair issues from the family background and household issue that the persons involved may decide to go to police station or to any relevant agencies for intervention. But when this matter has been reported to the traditional institution at the local level, they call the party involved to mediate and bring a solution that third party may not even heard about the concern of that families. Also, there are some issues at the family level which did not involve crime. The traditional institution plays a vital role in mediating to ensure that this thing has been amicably addressed. In some of the communities in Nigeria, you may heard about clash between the farmers and herdsmen. The people at the level to address this concern most as the traditional ruler, because they understood the terrain of their domain. They understood the nooks and crannies of their respective communities. A particular thing may happen in a particular community. A case study of Abuja Area Council as my own place of birth. before it gets to the information of the security personnel, Nigerian police or DSS, before it gets to government authority, the traditional institution, because they have a representative whom we refer as district head and title holders. I am a title holder from Honors Palace, Abaji. I am the Mabude of Abaji. It means the key of the kingdom. And that title is given to me freely, not because of anything, but because of our role, our participation as a youth in ensuring community development. So wherever we bring development to Abaji community, from wherever I had such information, I quickly shared that information to the chief of Abaji, who is the owner of Abaji and is the chairman of FCT Traditional Council of Chiefs. He communicated, he verified this information and communicated this information to his cabinet members for them to disseminate within the community level. And before we disseminate any information, we verify those information. So as a youth of community, providing a genuine information to the constituted authority or to the relevant authorities is a way of participating in community development, because information is power, information is light, and it can assist in community development. If I'm in Abuja and I had an information of an agency doing recruitment without involving the native of FCT, who were situated in this geographical area before the creation of FCT in 1976, if there are exclusion of FCT natives in any federal government appointment, we quickly write to the agency and say, you must involve the people of FCT, because Section 299 described FCT as if it is one of the states of the federation. So FCT deserve all equal rights like other Nigerians. So this is part of participating in ensuring good governance for community development.
Okay, that's beautiful. Finally, we want to talk about funding. You know, when you talk about development, funding is very, very important. So we're talking about funding, training, policies. Is there any of those things that are made available for the youths to actually help them to develop their community?
Thank you. If you look recently, the President of Federation has come with the initiative of providing a soft loan to students in their respective schools. And this money may be paid directly to the school account for the prospective or respective beneficiaries. This is one of initiatives that will address concern of students studying at the tertiary institution. Also, if you go to some of this secondary school, you will see some responsible politicians do paid for WAEC and NECO fee of the respective people of their community. So this should not only be limited to politicians. There are philanthropists and well-meaning individuals in the community. They must also get involved in participating to achieve community development. As a journalist, you also have the right to engage the younger ones in key area within your capacity to make an valuable impact to them in ensuring community development. So when you get one involved in community development, he may get 2 or 3 involved. Yes. That is why whatever opportunity we have, we try to bring in youth to secure employment for them. It is only God that knows how many numbers of persons that one single person that you get involved will bring in. So most importantly, I want to say before we round up that humanity first before any other thing. I quite agree we may have different religion or different ethnic background, but we should consider ourselves firstly as Nigerian, firstly as humanity, and secondly as Nigerian, and we should work towards achieving community development for the betterment of our nation.
Community. So it has been actually educative and insightful. Remember, we talked about the youth and participating in community development. They are the leaders of tomorrow. And from our youth, I believe you have heard and learned from this discussion and conversation. Thank you so much, sir, for coming to the show.
It's a pleasure.
To have you some other time.
It's a pleasure.
All right. Okay, so you have heard from our conversation. If you're youth out there, know that you are the leader of tomorrow and key in into developing your community. Developing community is a collective effort for everyone, not just one person. Well, we together, everyone can come up together and the community will be developed. We're going to go for a short break. When we come back, the show continues. Please don't go anywhere.
La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
With the peace and blessings of Allah be upon each and every one of us. It's another fantastic Friday evening, and you're welcome to NTA Channel 5 Abuja.
First of all, you train yourself, you educate yourself, then you educate your family, and then the community at large.
Fundamentals of Islam Live, showing 7:30 p.m. every Friday on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. Join us.
Muhammadur Rasulullah.
Welcome back from that break. Yes, we have been talking a lot about the role of youth in community development, and if you're just joining us, it is still Good Morning Abuja on NTA Channel 5, the Unity Station. It's good to know that you're still here with us. Now, just to cool off from all of that discussion, let's have the musical break just for your viewing pleasure.
I'm on the body, I'm on you be ginger, it make me mad. I'm on your body the fire, I can't look away, yeah, I can't look away. Your body the fire, I can't look away. The way you whine, I'm on your body the fire, I can't look away. Left and right, I can't look away. Day and night, I can't look away. Yeah, you be danger, I can't look away, I can't look away, I can't look away, I can't look away. Your body the fire, I can't look away. The way you whine, I can't look away, I can't look away. Your hot body can do. Anywhere she did, now lockdown. Anywhere she go, now shut down. All the boys take the look down. Camera flash when she touch ground. Fine girl, they catch the groove. Higher, make the feeling higher. Where you they move, I'm on the level, I'm on the body, I'm on you be ginger.
When I was broke, yo, nobody wanted to Joso. All the girls they tell me no, because I no get moto.
I told you, no more music in this house. Focus on your book. Alright?
I know who I be. Who am I? I'm a bad guy. My designer, waka waka, Balenciaga, I'm Prada. You must have gone insane if you think your story is my story. I know who I be. I know who I be. Watch how I do it, mama. Watch how I do it. They don't feel run at me too late. Me I don't feel all at me too late. I go double, me then double also. Sha. Them say I said not 30 BG, so not 30 bottles. Sha. Yeah, enjoyment gallery. After hustle na touchy. Celebration confetti. Depression in it. I know who I be. And there's no other me. Money plenty, no fugazi, no competi, no to pass me. I'm a bad guy, my designer waka waka, Balenciaga, I'm Prada. You must have gone insane if you think your story is my story. I know who I be.
Welcome back to the show. I hope you enjoyed that musical break. Yes, it actually amazes me how our musicians are making us proud, ranging from the Burner Boy and all of them who are actually making us proud from their beautiful performance out there. Now, away from the music, you know, it's Friday. Thank God it is Friday, and let's have the comedy skit just to laugh away all our problems. Let's have the comedy skit.
Daddy, so this is the man I want to get married to.
Dogma, what do you do for a living?
Sir, I have two streams of income. One is the business where you bring two people, that two people bring another two people. You know, that's how we circulate and make money. And I'm also a tech bro, sir. You know, you earn while playing the game. And that's so man, it is soft. Okay, give me 1 minute.
I become a person for my happiness. So still be
How old are you? Sir, by the special grace of God, I'm 40. 40? Yes. Unfortunately, you cannot marry my daughter. Daddy, no. You will keep quiet. If I want anybody to get married to her, at least maybe somebody that is 30. You understand? Maybe 28, 29, because she's a young girl. She's just 25. I don't want a situation where somebody now marries my daughter and begin to maltreat her. I don't want a situation where maybe you go and die and leave her alone. You understand me? So I need somebody that is close to her age. But I love her, sir. I can see the love all over your head. Please, allow my daughter rest. What is your name? Darlington. Before I close my eye, open now. I won't make you take speed.
I'm not a struggle.
Sir, sorry, sir. I don't know if it's possible for me to use your battery to jumpstart my own, sir.
Man, it's over.
There's a beautiful flower in your compound that I've come to pluck.
Okay. Give me 1 minute.
The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. Zabu, zabu.
Now well done. My in-law. Okay. Please. No disrespect. But if I may ask, how old are you?
92.
Jesus. And you look this strong and heady.
Welcome back to the studio. It's very good to know that you're still here on the studio. That was the comedy skits, and I know you actually enjoyed it. It was actually funny and exciting. Away from the comedy skit, let's talk about the movie trailers for the weekend. Yes, it is the weekend, and it's very good to actually keep yourself busy with the movie trailers that is coming up next. Let's have the movie trailers for the weekend.
Igwe Okanga, Agabiudu, one of Azonga Kingdom, the greatest conqueror of the 7 clans that make up Zukudoma Kingdom.
You are the servant of the gods. Our people have been crying out to him, but he turned his deaf ears on them. Why?
We are the men Azonga Kingdom are looking up to. It is high time we stand up to that king. Why are you this wicked? You have 20 wives. Why would you be my own wife?
Igwe Okanga, a butterfly who thinks himself a bird.
Failing to obey my instruction, I will order the guard to behave.
He doesn't behave like a human being.
Die! Everybody in Azonga Kingdom, I will bring their heads here today.
If you want to fight Igwe Okanga, go on. Must I follow you people?
The first day I was with him, I almost died.
I am a Yama, the messenger to the deity of Azonga.
Gods of our land, please fight for us.
We are brothers. Say whatever you want, and you shall have it.
I am Igwe Okanga. Spirit or mortal, nobody challenges me. I always conquer.
Do not do this to me. I beg you. Because I love you. You once told me you love me.
I love you too.
Yes, that was the movie trailer for the weekend, just to enjoy the whole of your weekend. All you movie lovers, this is just one of those things to keep yourself busy for the weekend. I love good movies, and these are those movies that actually keep you busy. Now, away from that movie trailers, let's talk about weather. You know, weather comes unannounced. Now, the weather you just wake up every day and probably you just see the weather. It's raining out there. Now, it's very good to know that we get prepared for the day. Let's have the weather report for the day just to get ahead of the weather. That was the weather report there. Yeah, it's good to know what the weather has in stock for us, whether you are still in the house or you're about to go out, just to get prepared or stay ahead of the day. Now with that, we'll draw the curtain on today's edition of Good Morning Abuja. I know you've learned one thing from this conversation we had with our guests. We'll talk about the role of the youth in community development. If you're a youth out there, it's very important you engage and involve yourself in developing your community, because no one can do it for you if not you and I. Okay, my name is Joseph Aleke, and we call it a quit now. Till we meet again, same station, same time. It is bye for now.